All right. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's Keisha, your admin. I'm coming to you with a quick video. It's not going to be very professional because it's my first video, but a lot of you all had asked the question about you want to see me juicing or see what my juicer looks like. This is just the base of my Covings juicer here. What I'm going to do really fast is do a couple of the mean green juice. Some of the ingredients that I'm going to be using, I'm going to step here because I don't know how to do the video. It's going to be celery. My vegetables are actually sitting in a cleaning solution, white vinegar and baking soda and warm water. I have 2 cucumbers here. I'll be using 2 kiwi fruits, 2 limes, 3 green apples, a pretty big old thumb of ginger right here. I have a star fruit that needs to be used. I'll be using 1 star fruit, and also my Meyer lemon that I will be juicing with the peel on it. In addition to that, I'm going to be juicing this wonderful green mature spinach. I don't like the flat leaf spinach because to me it's a little plastic and waxy. You know, that salad spinach. I don't care for that. I'm going to be going out of town next week, so I want to use up whatever I have. So I also have a fresh golden pineapple that I need to use the remaining of, as well as some mint leaves. So that's what's going to be in the item today. I have the 18-ounce glass jars that I told you guys about. I placed the order for more, and I actually ended up getting these. They're really cute. I didn't realize they were 12 ounces. So if the 18 ounces is too much for you, you can always search Amazon for the 12 ounces, same style. They also have the little caps to go with them. They just don't have the neoprene sleeve covers. And again, I am sorry, I'm tired. Work all day and everything else that I had to take care of. So I also found these cute little 4-ounce containers that I'll be doing my ginger shots out of. After everything else is done, see what I have left over. So that would be the lemon shots, excuse me, the ginger shots that will go in here. My brush to scrub my vegetables. Just gonna throw that in the sink over there. So my juicer, now I do have the Covings low speed shit, I can't even say it right now. Maticating, whatever, the slow one, can't talk. Juicer. So I'm going to just put it together so that you can see how it goes together. I already showed you the base. Here is the strainer that has the little mesh thingy inside. Mine actually comes with 2 of these, and the strainer is large. The basket is, I have a smaller one also, depending on the size of the pulp and how it's going to grind the fruit together. I tend to always use this size because I like it and it's easier for me. Here's the pulverizing holder, the motor holder, where the juice is going to come out of each one. Now, if you guys get to see this video, that's going to be totally awesome because when I look at it, and if I don't like it, I'm going to delete it. So if you all get to this point and you see it, thank you for hanging with a sister. I'm going to now put this part inside of the juicer. I actually have 2 red dots, and this thing is heavy. You see 2 red dots right there. They line up together so that you know you have it done correctly. This is the mashing motor. This thing probably weighs about 3 pounds each, and it also goes inside, snap it down, and twist. Then we have the top. So this is why you hear a lot of people say, oh my God, I'm stuttering again, maticating. I write it all the time for whatever reason. I can't pronounce it tonight. Oh well. Why they say it's so difficult to clean, because you actually have to clean all these parts. So this also has the red dot right there that you're going to line up with the juicer. And usually for me, it takes a second because even though it's a simple lineup, it doesn't work for me. There's an open and a close, so the red dots line up that you know your juicer is open, and then you can lock it in place and you know that it's closed. This is what you use to help your juice, the vegetables go down. Just kind of push it down, push it down, push it down. It's a simple on, off, and forward switch. Not a lot of complication with that. Also have 2 cups. The one with the lip, kind of hard to see it. And I talk about other people's videos. I guess this is the payback because this is about to be ghetto fabulous, but that's what we do. There's a little lip right here. So this is the one that your juice is going to come out of, and it actually goes in the front. I'll turn it this way. So it's going to sit right next to it like this. And on this end is where the flat base is going to just sit directly up to it so that the pulp can go in here. You've heard many of us talk about the cleaning process and how we tend to be lazy. So what I'm actually getting ready to do is get a Ziploc bag because I don't want to clean that mess up. Hold on. Boop, boop, boop. No, I don't have no music in the background. No, this ain't one of those fancy videos with R. Kelly or Jodeci or whoever else playing. We're going to just get Keisha stuttering, and Keisha going to make this juice real fast. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm putting this in like a trash can. Putting the bag inside. Makes for easy cleanup, especially if you're juicing beets or carrots. Carrots and beets tend to stain your plastic. I just don't like the staining on it, so therefore I like to put the bag in here. And it's easy if you want to save it, cook with it, feed your pet with it. You can just pull it out the bag, dump it in there. Okay, so I am going to plug up my wonderful juicer now. Oh, la, 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 la. I should have turned some music on, shouldn't I? Whatever. Somebody sing along. Sing whatever song you want. I'm going to pause the video for a second just so I can clean my spinach, because that'll take up a lot of time and it's pretty darn boring. So I'm going to go ahead and cut up everything, which is really not a lot. The celery, I'm going to cut up so I can just use the celery hearts. The cucumbers, I'm just going to slice it down the middle. I'm going to leave the skin on that so I can just put it in the chute. The garlic, did I say garlic? The ginger, I'm also going to leave the peel on and clean it so I can juice that as well as the star fruit, the lemon. I will peel the lime because the lime skin tends to be a little tough and I don't really like the way that tastes. And that's pretty much all that I'm going to peel. Everything else is going to get thrown in here, as you will see in a few moments. So hold that thought. I'm going to pause the video. Nothing fancy. I'll be right back. Okay, so I decided to come back so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. With the celery, I took the base of the celery off. This piece here, pretty nasty, pretty dirty, but it's really pretty. I have a rose. Look at that. I will use this when I'm doing my celery juice, most of it, and I'll just trim this white root off as well because I don't want it. I went with 1.5 cucumbers. This is the second half of my cucumber. I'm just going to slice this and eat this for dinner. My lime, this is the first one that I peeled. As you can see on the side, just kind of taking my knife and shaving the lime rind off. You can see I'm very impromptu. I don't really plan for much of anything, or else I would have done this video 10 times. So I sound very professional as I'm doing this. But I like to keep it real with you guys because I love each and every one of you. So with the second one, same thing, kind of go from the top to the bottom. Now, if there's any chefs out there that want to give me some insight on an easier way to peel this lime, message me, DM me, or post it right here, and I'd appreciate it. So far, this isn't too bad, though, if I pay attention. But because I'm talking to you all, I'm not really paying attention. I mean, I am, but I'm not. And I just didn't want too much dead silence, and I didn't want to go live because I wasn't going to respond to anybody if you post it, because, again, that's multitasking, and that's too much work right now. Y'all talking about my hair? You can't see it. It's wash day. So my hair is currently going under the rice water conditioning, which has really nothing to do with this, but I'm trying to kill the dead air, which is why I discussed it. Brush, take the brush, scrub, scrub, scrub. Apples, you want to make sure you get all of that wax off. I've already done this, but I'm just kind of showing you guys again. I bought this brush from the Dollar Tree. My Meyer lemon, the perfect lemon. It's so sweet. It's like an orange and a lemon kind of combined. So you're going to scrub all of that up. Again, I am not going to peel my lemon. I'm simply going to cut it in half, and I'm going to leave the seeds there as well. The ginger, I love ginger. I will cut a piece of it off because I don't want it super spicy, like, you know, Cardi B, hot tamale and all that stuff. And then I'm just gonna slice it right down the middle. I can't zoom in because this is a selfie video and it will not allow me to. Next, we got this kiwi right here. I'm going to peel the skin off of the kiwi as well because I don't want any furry things floating around in my juice. I'm very funny about the pulp and making sure that I double strain it just because I want it to be just like liquid. Like your favorite vodka. Which for any of y'all who drink, this actually makes a good thing when you get into the end on the weekend to add some liquor into your juice and you have a wonderful daiquiri or martini or something of that nature. That's just my little trash over there because I don't like making a mess. Kiwi 1 done. We're gonna do kiwi number 2. Boy, I know y'all are so done with me right now. I promise you, the week after next, I'm gonna have a better video that, you know, sound a little professional. Maybe I'll comb my hair for you guys. Maybe put a little lipstick on, not lipstick, lip gloss. But, oh well. Trying to do this while the kids are gone because they'll stand here and try to eat all of my fruit before I get a chance to juice it. So, my mint has already been cleaned because I used it the other day. So I cleaned it all. As I was telling you guys earlier, if you have too much fruit when you're juicing or you get tired of juicing, just throw all that stuff into a Ziploc bag and you'll be fine. So it's really not a lot of fruit here. It's low sugar fruit, green apples. I'm still following my 80-20 rule. Cucumbers are low in calories. Limes, no calories. 2 little kiwis, not much of anything at all. I am leaving the stems on my apples. I am not going to decor these apples. Check what type of juicer you have. Some may require you to do that. And I am also leaving the peels, the skin on my apples as well. So this is just a little palette here. Now this little star fruit, I'm just going to cut the little bud off because I had it for a minute and I don't want that piece. And I'm going to go down the side just to take that little hard piece of an edge off. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. So it's like right here. My husband will be like, you're going to cut your finger off. Don't do that. Anyway, I just kind of shave that off. Probably doesn't mean anything. I guess I should do some research to find out. But I just don't like the way it looks or the way it feels. So it's got to go. See you when I see you. Okay. There we go. So those are all peeled. What I'm doing is I actually have a little strainer that I'm throwing my little trash in case you were wondering where it was going. Let's see here. So that pretty much takes care of that. I'm draining the water out now, out of the sink. And I'm going to use, so this was a whole pineapple. I'm going to cut it down the middle. I used 1/4 of it already. Oh, you guys know because I made the meatballs last night. If anybody's on my regular page and you saw that. So I did use some of the pineapple. So I'm not going to use this whole thing. I'm going to cut it into 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to use 2. Because when you're dealing with spinach, it has its flavor, but I'm more concerned with the celery. I'm not a fan of the celery at all. So we're going to put that unused over here in this little, in there. Y'all know what it is. And in that way, I have it already prepared when it's time to make something else. Okay. If I knew how to sing, I would sing for you guys, but I really don't know how to sing, so I'm not going to sing. I'm going to get my other strainer because I have to clean the spinach down here in the Rubbermaid cabinet, of course, where Rubbermaid goes to die solo, especially if the tops are not available. We use a bigger strainer. This is what I use to clean my spinach or my kale in the event that I'm juicing both. My spinach has come from the Amish market. That is the only place that I will buy it from. In the summertime, I like to get it from one of the produce markets. Bowie High School actually does it on Sundays. There's also a spot in DC that I go to, but I definitely like to get the nice, pretty, roughly thick, mature spinach. You'll find that it's more nutrients in it, and it just tastes better all around. So you can clean your greens how you want to clean yours. I'm going to clean mine the way I want to clean mine. And if there's a grasshopper in there or whatever, guess what? It's protein and the little suckers want to get juice. But the Amish market is actually pretty good at pre-washing their spinach and stuff before they bag it up. So I'm just going to tussle my hands through here a little bit just to make sure that anything least obvious is gone or moving around. So, I don't add any vinegar to this because I don't want the vinegar to break down my spinach leaves. Are y'all bored yet? I hope not. I don't know how very entertaining I am. So I'm going to try to get this, again, the juicer pieces are here so that you guys can see me juicing. I know you can hear me. Let me turn this camera around a little something so you can't zoom in. Nobody was trying to zoom in. I always got something smart to say. Okay, so the way this is set up, I don't think you're going to be able to see the juice come out. I wish I had a good old-fashioned telephone book. Y'all remember the big telephone books? Because then I could just prop the whole juicer up. But, oh, I got a shoebox. Why is my shoebox downstairs? Because I'm always buying shoes. One of my problems. But off the subject, aren't they cute? They're pink. How sexy are those? I'm getting ready for the springtime. Okay. We're going to close that back up and get back down to business. So I'm going to see if I can put this juicer up here. If I have room. I think you might be able to see the pulp come out. Let me see. Nothing is in it at the moment, obviously. But then you won't be able to see the juice come out. Great. If I turn it this way, I don't know. That's a long drop. Let me see. Things are vibrating and moving. It's alright. I got faith in this whole process. Okay. Yeah, I think you'll be able to see it that way. If I can raise this up just a little bit. T-can. And we're going to see what's going to happen. I just want you guys to see it for a second and then I'll start to take it out. So I'm going to start with my spinach. This is about maybe 6 to 8 cups of spinach. I'm not really sure exactly how you measure spinach without mashing it down. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start putting my spinach into my juicer. It's not that loud. You can hear it, but you guys are like really, really super close to it. The spinach takes a minute before it'll start to juice out, but you don't want to overstuff your spinach or your kale because it will get stuck. So I'm just going to use this pusher to push it down. And as I told you, it got stuck a little bit. So if that happens while you're juicing, you want to go to a liquid fruit, like an apple. And oh, I have juice coming out. Can you guys see that? I hope you can see it. Now this is why they call it slow. If I had a centrifugal, I'm just struggling today with my verbiage. It would have already juiced that spinach pretty doggone fast. So you gotta have some patience here. You can hear the change in the motor as things come out. I'm gonna put some more spinach in. Yeah, I know this is gonna be a long video, right? Because we already at 20 minutes. I'm about to pause this thing. Very little foam is coming out. The pulp is slowly coming out here. Actually pretty gross. I don't know, there you go. But it's pretty dry. The slower your juicer, the slower that's going to come out and the drier it's going to be. But if you feel like things are getting stuck, I alternate between the two. After the pineapple, then I go back to like the celery, just because pineapple will create a lot of pulp. Yeah, it's funny. 2 of these cups here, I realized makes about 4 bottles, 4 of the glass bottles, if you fill it up. So we're just juicing right on along, juicing on along. Spinach, spinach, spinach. Just a handful at a time. I don't want the vibration to cause anything to fall, so forgive me for going a little bit slower than you guys may be thinking. I'm going to go ahead and toss this star fruit in there because I'm tired of looking at it. And it's mushing, mushing, mushing. Oh, you see that? More juice came out because it's more of a, I guess, a water base versus your green leafy vegetables. So you'll find that that happens. I'm going to do a piece of everything first so you can see what it looks like as it's coming out of the juicer before I start doing everything. I'm going to do the pineapple next. Pay attention to the juice that's coming out. It just came out a little bit faster. It's a little mixed color because it's still taken from the spinach that was in there prior to the pineapple. So you never really run it all the way clean when you're changing your fruits. And the Meyer lemon with the seeds in it and the peeling still on it. Just want to drop it in there whole. I can put more in there, but because I want you guys to kind of see it's coming out, that's the lemon coming out. It moves a little faster. Mr. Cucumber goes in next. I don't have to push the cucumber down. Yeah, there's the pulp coming out on the side. Because the pull of the gravity will pull it down into the little pressure motor thingy that's in there. The lime. Now the lime, did it need some help? The lime needs a little help. Oh no, it took the lime. Thought it was going to bounce it around like a little bouncy ball, but it actually, the lime juice came out. Kiwi. Because of course we're making a what? A mean green smoothie, so we have to keep it green. And then I'm going to do a piece of ginger. My cup is still not full yet, but it's okay. Ginger with the skin. The ginger gets very dry when you strain it, so sometimes you may find that it will get stuck coming out of the pulp, depending on your juicer. Pretty minor. Again, just follow behind it with a citrus fruit or something that's heavy in water, such as celery or a cucumber, and it'll help to push it out. So right now there's like no other pulp coming out because that went in. So I'm going to do some good old celery. Yes, I left the leaves on. And we're just going to let it just... And I don't want to use all of my celery because I actually want to make some celery shots. Don't know if I'm going to be able to stomach it or not, but we'll see. It's grinding. It's grinding. Nice little humming sound. This is why I didn't choose it in music. Let's see. I did the pineapple. So I did a little bit of everything. Pretty dry. Still coming out. The pulp is still right there. Nasty. I'm going to put that piece in. My cup is still not quite full, but I put one of every piece of one of every piece of fruit into the juicer. So I'm going to add more spinach because we really didn't have a lot of spinach. So I'm gonna put more spinach in, at least till I get this cup full. Then I'm gonna show you guys how I drain it. I'm gonna pause this camera and I'm gonna do the rest of it, else we'll be here all day and I won't even be able to upload this video. So spinach, spinach. Help the spinach, push the spinach down. Where's my wooden spoon? So this is totally optional. If you look, you can actually see some foam coming up, which is totally normal. Right there, I don't like that, so I dump it. It's not a lot, there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like it. So, we just dump that out, a couple little spoonfuls, plus whatever is in my pulp that's too dried out, it adds a little bit more of the, see my ginger is in here making a mess. Adds a little more moisture to it. That way the dog won't be so upset. So what I'm going to do now, because the ginger turns to like straw, like hay as you're juicing it, I'm going to put this on reverse. So I turn it off and I'm going to reverse it. So we can kind of loosen up anything that may be in here. You know your juicer better than anybody, so I can't tell you what to do or what not to do. But what I do is I take a fork, a plastic fork, out of the stash. Can't even get a plastic fork. And I just kind of go in and scoop some of this out. Every juicer doesn't do it. Like I said, it's usually with the ginger. Kind of gets you a little clogged up. So you just want to clean it out a little bit after ginger, because it will slow down your whole juicing process. La 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 la. And sometimes I can get my finger in there, but I don't feel like doing that right now. So that's my spinach that got stuck behind the ginger. So now I'm going to add some more watery vegetables, just to make sure. I can see inside. You guys can't see it because it's a tinted cup, but you can see it's actually getting pushed out. So I'm going to put my other lime in, just to make sure that this flow starts coming out again. And as you see, it's running again, flowing like it's supposed to. Pop that apple in. And you don't have to do one piece at a time. In fact, I want to take 3 of these and I'm going to drop them in. So this seems like it's taking forever, but it really won't. That pressure, as you see, is now got the pulp coming back out. Oh shit, the apples were already gone when I pushed it down. So now you can see the pulp is kicking back out from when the ginger was stuck in there. And I think we have juiced a little bit of everything that I have. Oh, I said I was going to fill this up for you guys, didn't I? Alright, you doggone it. I love you guys. So yes, this takes time. It definitely takes time. I have not sat down and figured out how much time it actually takes me to do this, which is why I only do it on Sundays and Wednesdays, because it's too much. Wednesday will take care of Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday morning will take care of Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday naturally. So I'm just finishing up with spinach because I want this to be full so I can show you how I juice it. I'm just going to dump this in the trash. Because this is what I will be straining from. I also have this tubular base that I got from the Dollar Tree. I've had it for a long time. They have several. And when I strain my juice, I'm actually going to strain it into here before I put it into my glass jars. So that spinach is slowly doing its thing. Of course, I'm not paying attention to add it back, which is okay. I tend to bottle my juices up over here. because I have no space. Well, close to the sink, I should say. I'm going to grab my bottles. Attempt to do 5 tonight. They may not all be full. Maybe I'll just do 4. Oh, you know what? They're smaller, so I'm actually going to go for 5. So I'm going to set those over there. Oh, and I can't forget the mint leaves. You guys almost made me forget the mint leaves. Can't have a green machine without some zesty mint in here. And you can add parsley if you have any parsley. If you want a little spicy, feel free to add some cilantro in it if you're a cilantro fan like I am. I absolutely love cilantro. And you can see that foam. You can actually take the foam and put it in a separate container, like a little bowl. Maybe that's what I'll do. And you'll find that you can still juice some of the liquid out of it. So I actually have a bowl here, and I will show you that also. So you kind of just dump your foam. Looks a little gooey, but it helps when you go to strain it. You can stir it up at this time if you like. I like to just kind of leave it the way it is, and I'll mix it once I start to strain it. Ooh, y'all tired yet? Because I'm tired. Ain't y'all tired of seeing my face? Okay. So I said I was going to juice until the cup is full. Almost full. You can see that rich green color and all the nutrients that are there. If you use a centrifugal juicer, whatever, again, your green juice may come out a little bit lighter like celery or mint. And that's just because of the amount of air that's going around when it's processing your drinks. La, 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 la. Take y'all old school. I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love juicing too? I know, I'm a Bama, but y'all know I don't juice without a drink. This drink just didn't have no alcohol in it. And I'm not an alcoholic, I just like wine, especially after a hard day at work and schoolwork. Okay. Oh, a leaf fell in there, no big deal, throw the leaf out. Alright, so once that little bit stops, I think we're going to be good to show you guys how I drain and bottle this juice. I have my strainer here.